In the last 5 years, working with parents, I've realized something fascinating. There are two types of toddler homes. Group A, where parents feel frustrated, struggle with their toddlers, and call their toddlers difficult. Group B, where things are surprisingly calmer and the toddlers are usually called easy to work with. The difference isn't the child. It's basically that Group B knows certain strategies that most parents simply don't. Hi, my name is Dipti. I'm an engineer turned teacher turned therapist. In the last video, we spoke about why toddlers have tantrum and one technique which you can use during those stormy moments. But what if we could proactively reduce tantrums before they even start? That is exactly what we're going to learn today. Strategies you can use with your children proactively to ensure reducing the tantrums. Please notice that I'm not saying remove, I'm saying reduce instead of remove, because tantrums are part of healthy development. We don't have to erase them. We just need to understand, support and guide our children through those difficult times. Consider this video as a mini masterclass on tantrums. I have divided the strategies into 3 buckets: communication, play and independence. Out of these 3 buckets, one has been proven by science and research to have the deepest and the fastest impact on toddler tantrums. Can you guess which one? Sit tight because I will be revealing that in the end. Bucket number 1, communication. Strategy 1, identify positive behaviors. When you see your toddler exhibiting any positive behavior, we say it out loud. For example, wow, you put a mat on the spill. Thank you so much. You're being so responsible, or you're being so thoughtful. Focus on what they are doing right instead of rushing to correct them. Like, if imagine the mat had not been put correctly on the spill, we don't talk about, oh, thank you for being so responsible, but can you also put the mat correctly? Instead, we show them at a later point of time how to put it correctly. At that moment of time, let them soak in the admiration or the praise that you're giving them, because that will build their self-worth and push them to repeat those good habits. Strategy number 2, listen without distraction. When your child comes running up to you and says, "Ka, ka, ka," we immediately tune into them by putting away our phones, completely focusing on the child. And I say, "Oh, you saw a car? Where did you see the car? Was it red? Was it going fast?" When you give your full attention to your child, you're telling your child that you are worthy of being listened to. Strategy number 3, keep your promises. If you say we'll go to the park after your nap, you need to follow through. When toddlers know that you follow through, you're a trustworthy person, they feel secure and they will resist less. Trust is the cornerstone of all healthy relationships, and toddlers should also be given this gift. Strategy number 4, do not lie to them. It ties up with the previous strategy of keeping your promise, but I'm talking about even scary things. A lot of people resort to saying, you have to sleep early or the monsters will come to get you. Do not go into that room because there is a monster there, there is something scary over there. Please do not lie to your child that way, because these children are very young. Toddlers cannot differentiate between reality and fantasy. In short term, you will be able to get the desired behavior from your child, but in the long term, it has its own repercussions. So instead, try to be honest with them and say, you know what, you need to sleep. You need to get your 11-12 hours of sleep, because tomorrow you will get to go to the park and play. So you need to sleep now to enjoy later. Build trust with them through honesty and not lies. Strategy number 5, prepare them for transitions. For example, if you're going out to a grocery store, we need to have a conversation with our young children to explain what they are allowed and what they are not allowed. When my son was a toddler, every time we went to a store, he would want to buy the entire shop. But before going to the place, we set clear expectations of, you're allowed to get 1 or 2 items. And I used to repeat this multiple times before going to the shop. Inside the store, before going to the checkout counter, we used to check what and all he had put in the cart and revisit those expectations with him. Amma said only 3 items or 2 items. Can we see how many you have picked? Which one would you like to leave behind? Did it work right away? No. But over the period of time, because I stood steady saying this is the rule, this is what will happen, and when I did it 2-3 times, he knew that was the flow and how my mother will hold the boundary, the limit. He became lot more calmer and lot more comfortable with those limits that we set. And the struggles went down. When we prepare toddlers before transitions and hold limits gently, we give them a sense of control in situations where they usually feel power. Let's move on to bucket number 2, play. Strategy number 6, follow their lead in play. Let them choose the activity or the game and also your role in that game. It's not about the parents. It's about the child taking the lead. Let's play.
Okay.
I think you should keep the lion on the structure.
Which structure?
This one, what is this?
A slide.
A slide? Yeah, keep the lion there.
No.
Why?
Because or else when they are sliding down, the lion will be ready for a meal.
Okay. What do you want to do then?
I want to keep this lion somewhere where I want it to be. So I'll close these parts and this is the part where the lion lives.
Oh, that's lion's house.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where it, in the small cottage, it even has to get out and search for food out here. Like this.
Many times I see parents wanting to take over, teach their child, but we don't have to control the play. They just need our presence. Strategy number 7, choose open-ended play. Forget battery-operated, noisy toys. Opt for open-ended toys. Invest in a simple tray, a big mat, carpet or bedspread dedicated for play. Pour some rice, give a small cup and a spoon and set it up on that mat or carpet, and you will see the power of open-ended play for hours together. Strategy number 8, cut back on questions and instructions. I see very well-meaning parents jump to correct their child's play. No, that's not how you keep the puzzle. That is how it is, needs to be. Turn it, do this. These are simply instructions. Parents ask, why shouldn't I correct it? It is meant to be played in a certain way. How will he or she learn the right way to do something? Yes, I understand. I hear your concern, but trust me, the moment we go in there to rescue them, 2 things are happening. 1, you're telling the child indirectly to not trust himself, to be able to problem solve. Number 2, we are disturbing their ability to develop deep concentration. Many times parents complain about their child not being able to sit, not being able to concentrate. Concentration or focus is a skill, like a muscle. You have to develop it, work on it to become better at it. You can narrate when it feels right, but minimize those times. If you see the child making the same mistake again, say, do you want me to show you how to do this? Can I show you in a different way? If they say yes, then do that narration or correction. Otherwise, protect their moments of deep concentration. Strategy number 9, use pretend play for real life. Going to a dentist, try to envision everything that's going to happen in the dentist office. Who's going to be there? How will the environment look? Role play with the child before going to the actual location. This helps to ease their fears and feel more confident when the real moment arrives. Have you ever tried the strategy? If yes, let me know in the comments what kind of strategy went and how it helped you with your child. Bucket number 3, independence or autonomy. Strategy number 10, set up a child-friendly environment. Their environment should have all the elements which are safe for them. Shouldn't have small items or pointy stuff which can hurt them. And number 2, they should have child-sized stuff, that things that they can actually lift. Again, ties back to being safe, because if it falls on them, they are going to get hurt. Number 3, self-correction. If imagine they spill a liquid, do they have access to a small cloth or sponge to clean up the mess? I have already spoken about what kind of impact such an environment has on little minds. If you want to check out that video, I'll be linking that video in my cards. Strategy number 11, practical life skills. Imagine a home where the child has work to do. They are not fragile, not kept safe from everything else, and they're given certain toys which the adult chooses, and that is what they have to work on, versus an environment where they feel not only capable but they are also contributing to housework, For instance, if you see any toddler, you will see them being attracted to mopping, sweeping, or cutting vegetables. They will always follow the parent into the kitchen and see what they are doing, want to be lifted up, and the smells, the senses, they are sensorial beings, and it all attracts them. If you set up an environment where they can contribute in small ways, imagine the satisfaction they will have, the pride, the feeling of accomplishment. This child is working towards building his willpower, his independence, and resilience. Things that are most important in an adult. Things that are going to set him up for success in life. Strategy number 12, offer choices. Offering choices is something that has been lately being spoken about a lot in social media. But I'm not just talking about offering them choices in their dress or food items. Those are important choices, absolutely. But there is another level of offering choices. Imagine your child playing with a puzzle and he gets very frustrated trying to figure out what goes where, or he's doing an activity. What do? Do you rush in to save them, or can you offer choices? How do you do that? By asking the child, do you want Amma to help you out with it, or do you want to try one more time? Maybe the child understands, maybe the child doesn't. But over time, these kinds of respectful choices are going to reduce your power struggle, and toddlers are going to feel respected. When we create an autonomy or independent supportive lifestyle, we are not just reducing tantrums, but we are also building our children's self-esteem for life. So have you guessed which of these 3 buckets has the fastest and the deepest impact? Yes, it is autonomy or independence. I have seen this as a parenting educator, as a mother, and I think I keep saying it till I become a grandmother. Because this is not something we cooked it up recently. It's something that has been part of our culture for a very long time, where children are taught things in their house. But lately, we are creating children without any skills, who do not feel like they belong anywhere. Don't take my word for it. Please go ahead and research. You will find that there are so many researches that has happened over the years which point to one thing, that the more the freedom the child has in their environment to function, the better the child's self-control, confidence, social skills, and so many other things. When you support your child's journey towards independence, you're opting for a lifestyle which will bring peace into your home. But at the same time, it will also bring more mess, more spills, and a slow pace to your life. Please embrace that mess. It's for a short time. Embrace the slow pace, because you are gifting your child with time and patience. This is where the magic happens. Communication helps your child feel heard. Play helps the child to have deep connection with the parent. And the journey towards independence gives them real power and dignity. If these videos help you rethink tantrums, or if there were any strategies which really made you excited, I would love to hear in the comments. Thank you for everyone who stayed till the end. Bye from Everything Parenting with Dipti.